What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. If you guys find yourself coming here on a daily, whether it's, for my vlogs, whether it's for my travel, anything I do with photography or editing, any of that stuff, make sure to subscribe so you guys are not missing out on any new content. I try to post weekly or every other week. I try to be consistent. I'm trying to brainstorm ideas. But if this video has helped you a little bit, make sure to give it a big fat thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, just subscribe and follow me on Instagram if you guys haven't already at infamous Nick __. You guys will not miss out on anything, whether it's my day-to-day life or just me posting some bangers. I post a lot of bangers on there, or just just anything in general. If you guys want to ask me questions or just any tips or tricks on how to set up your camera or what settings I use, let me know. Feel free to message me or DM me anytime, any place. Okay, so anyways, jumping into today's video on why I love street photography. A lot of people, when they start out photography, they're trying to find their niche. They're trying to find what they're more strongly suitable for, what environment. Are they more of a portrait shooter? Are they more of a wedding shooter? Do they like drones? Are they just point and shoot on the iPhone? What is your scenery, and what is like your purpose of doing photography, right? So you have to find out what you love to do. And I'm gonna tell you guys why I love street photography and why I do it the most out of any other shoot. Like I get people to shoot, like people want portraits and stuff. I go out, I shoot them easy. Once you fulfill like one, genre of, I guess, photography, whether it's like street photography, for example, you find yourself doing other things as well. One thing I haven't done myself is nature. I just never found my love for that. I don't know, just more of a city guy. So anyways, let's talk about why I chose street photography as my main niche. I could shoot anything, to be honest. I'm on that level, not to sound cocky or anything, but I could do many different scenarios or photos anywhere in the world, technically, right? So anyways, jumping into today's video, why I choose street photography. Now, street photography, I'll use New York as an example because I tend to go there a lot. A lot of my work is portrayed from New York. So if you guys want to check me out on Instagram, like I said, click the link in the description or just follow me at infamousnick __. But New York City is where I take most of my photos. Reason being is because there's so many different things going on in New York City, what I love to capture. Now, whenever I'm going around shooting in New York City, I think about storytelling photos or just, subject and, you have your foreground, whether it's like, buildings or just a bridge or water, it doesn't matter. New York has it all. And whenever I'm shooting, I have these imaginations in my head. I'm like, oh, this will be cool if this person somehow walked in front of like, this intersection, and I'm having like a cool symmetry thing going on, and like, there's like buildings in the foreground that just go like this, or the street lights that go straight forward, endless. So just thinking about those things, and like, it just keeps your mind going. And I love doing that because, one, your imagination comes to life. Like, there's been times where I've sat in one location just for like an hour straight, just trying to get the right photo. And don't feel discouraged, because sometimes you will not get that photo until the next day, or maybe the other day, or maybe next week. Just keep that imagination in your mind, because you cannot control these people telling the story that you want to be told. It's like, you going up to like you're telekinesing, like, oh, hey, person that's crossing the street, can you please have an umbrella this day, and like, can you cross the street at this angle or whatever. So I love it because it's challenging, and once you do capture that moment you're looking for, it's the most unbelievable thing in the whole entire world. So there's many different tones you can also put on, doing street photography. I prefer night shooting because it's more darker. I could get blue tones. I could, boost up like, the highlights, make everything look like cyberpunk in a sense, right? I can mess with a lot of tones. I can keep them blue. But whenever you're shooting in the daytime, which is also one of my strongholds, is like I could capture golden hour moments. Like, I'm going around the city. A lot of people are stopping, especially New York, like, they're stopping, maybe reading a newspaper, just walking by, just enjoying their day. And sometimes, like, you could create stories out of that. And when you post it on the web, like on the internet, a lot of people have different, stories, scenarios. They're probably like thinking, you have people thinking, what is this person going through, or what's going on in their mind? What are they thinking about at this certain time? You know what I mean? So realizing that those are things that you could create and have people just think endless stories of is amazing. It's beautiful, and it's something that I really do believe in, and I love doing what I do when it comes to street photography, because, like, you know, you could see somebody literally, you know, maybe walking outside with no umbrella and it's pouring rain. Like, what is going on through his mind? Is he having a bad day? Is he just don't care about the rain? Like, you know, stuff like that. Like, you could just start thinking about, you know, different scenarios. Now, another reason why I love street photography is because of the architecture. You know, like, I could have, yes, a subject in frame, but I could also have the foreground, which are the buildings and stuff like that. And, you know, everything just being cool and aligned and, like, you know, leading lines and stuff like that. I love capturing those because they put so much emphasis on the photo. It's like you're not just looking at the subject, there's more to look at in the photo. And New York City is the best place to do stuff like that, in my opinion, because there's so many buildings, it's surrounded by many, and it's so breathtaking just seeing photos like that, you know. So especially, like, you know, when you get to the bridge is so symmetrical. Like, it's so crazy just to even look at. But taking photos in the subways and stuff like that, like, you capture cool moments and long exposure shots. You know, that's another thing. Like, you could go on an overpass, like on a bridge, and take a photo of, you know, cars coming by, and you create this light trail, and this light trail looks phenomenal in a city, right? So it's so sick, and that's probably one of my other, you know, favorite things about doing street photography, and it's probably one of my favorites. So anyways, basically, I would just want to, like, you know, give you guys my insight on why I chose street photography the most out of anything I do, when it comes to, like, you know, me shooting and what I enjoy. You know, if you're not happy like shooting what you're shooting, then, you know, what is the point, right? Like, it's like me going out and, as a city person, taking photos of trees and beaches and whatever. You know, they are breathtaking views, but they just don't make me happy as, like, you know, wandering around the city and enjoying what I shoot, right? So basically, another thing I want to say is find what you want, like what you want to shoot and what you love shooting. Photography is endless. There's not a wrong niche that you could grab and, you know, fulfill. People take photos of toy cars, people take photos of animals, people take photos of literally anything. So find your love, find your passion, and do what you love, and you will find joy in doing photography, like how I did when I did street photography. But anyways, this has been your boy Infamous Nick. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are new. I'm not sure, you know, if I explain myself on why I love doing what I do when it comes to street photography, but hopefully I did. If you guys find yourself coming back at any time or a lot, make sure to subscribe. We're gonna have more cool videos coming up pretty soon, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Peace out.